What's up, guys, and welcome to the BigDadKid channel. Before we get started here today, I just want to announce that I'm going to be part of a Borderlands 3 stream this Friday on its release. If you're interested in jumping in chat, checking out that stream, make sure you stick around to the end of this video. There's going to be more information. So today we're going to do a review on the new Razer Viper mouse. Now, the Razer Viper came out early August. It's been out for a few weeks now, so we're not going to go through all the specs and everything. I'm sure if you're interested in the mouse, you've already done that. You've probably seen videos on that already. This is just going to be my honest opinion on the mouse and how I think it compares to the mouse I just upgraded from, which is the Razer Deathadder. Alright, so first thing, it's super light compared to the Deathadder. I didn't really notice as much until I started playing with it, and then I was like, oh, let me break out the adder and see what it's like, and I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is gonna rock. So it is super light, especially when we play with it. Super fast, super light. One of the things that kind of threw me off, and it threw me off right away, and to the point to where I even checked with Best Buy about the return policy because I was a little concerned. If you're not familiar with the Deathadder, this is it here. It's a much bigger mouse, but it's got two large buttons on the side, whereas the Viper's buttons are, if you can see, much smaller. So I was a little worried how my hand was going to fit on that, just because I've been using that mouse for so long, so I was a little concerned that I wasn't going to be able to use it. But as soon as I jumped in on some Fortnite, the buttons were right there, so the mechanics are right there. Once you have that finger down and you know where it's going to be, it was no problem at all. I haven't missed a step at all. So, which I'm really happy about, because that was the biggest thing I was worried about. The mouse is super responsive. I don't know if I haven't really been playing with it too much to notice that it is faster, but I think it is. I don't know if it's just me because I got a new mouse, but it does feel very responsive. As soon as you hit the trigger, it's going. Super lightweight triggers, just pushing it, the clicks and everything is really nice. The wheel is much stiffer, but in a good way. The Deathadder kind of had I feel like it had like a really large, kind of bulky, loose wheel. The Viper's wheel is much smaller. It's kind of down. It's just in a good spot, and it's firm mouse or a firm wheel, and it's really nice. It's really nice. It is ambidextrous, so you can do left and right-handed. However, I've gone through the Razer software, and I'm pretty sure that you can set up the other two mouse buttons for something on your keyboard. Now, I haven't been able to do that yet. I haven't played with it too much. But if that's the case, that's kind of cool. I think it's going to be kind of awkward to push those other buttons. So are you going to use them? Probably not. But if you can, hey, it's cool. You get two extra mouse buttons on the other side that you don't normally get. So other than that, I think the mouse is great. I bought it for $80. It's at 69 grams, which you probably already know that. It puts in the ultralight category, so it is an esports ultralight mouse. So let's go ahead and jump into the software. I'll just kind of walk you through that and let you see that if you're new to it. This is Razer's Synapse. You can change everything here with the mouse. It's pretty standard stuff, left hand or right hand, however you want to do it, set it up. Your performance, your DPI setting is different than the Deathadder. Deathadder had a button or two buttons on the top where you could go up and down. This has it on the bottom, which is, it's like a button, and then it has a color right here, and that corresponds with the color here. So you can change these, and you'll have 5 different presets, which is pretty nice. I don't normally move it up. I have mine at 1800. I like that. When I first started keyboard and mouse, I was at an 800, and I jumped up now to 1800, and I really like it, and I don't really see myself moving too much more past that. Lighting controls. This is pretty cool. Now, this is the new software. This is the beta software for the Synapse. It has an advanced features for the Chroma Studio. It has a couple extra things that you don't normally get. The quick effects are all the same. You get all these. But the advanced features, you can go into that, and you can have, we can just jump into it. This would be more or less, I guess, if you have like a keyboard and just different things. You have the speakers, you could do it all. The mouse, you only get this little spot here to do. Now I have it on a flame, or it's called fire, which I think is kind of cool. Just it's kind of like breathing, but just a little different. I like it. So that's the lighting, and then calibration. Mine's just set on the default, but if you add a surface, you can do that here. So that's pretty much it for that. And you can change, this is where you can change this. You can change it to a hyper shift. And then I'm assuming you can go through and change these buttons differently. Like I said, I haven't gone through it too much. Right now I just stick with the standard, and that's where you can see that these mouse buttons are the same on both sides. So that's just what I'm leaving with right now. I don't really have much of a reason to change it. You only get 2 extra buttons, so how much are you really going to do? So that's the software right there. But overall, the mouse is great. It's an awesome mouse. Like I said, I haven't had too many mice. I just started keyboard mouse this year, at the beginning of this year with PC. So I've gone through, this is my 3rd mouse. I started with just a regular iBuy mouse, and then I went with the Deathadder, which I really like. The grip is really nice. If you're not into first-person shooters, you're not worried about that super speed, I suggest the Deathadder. It just fits very comfortably on the hand if you don't need a whole bunch of extra buttons. But if you're into the competitive Fortnite, first-person shooters, things like that, this Razer Viper is a great mouse, and I think you're really gonna be happy with it. It fits the house, it fits the hand very nicely, and you know the buttons sit great, and it's got the optical triggers, which is new, I guess, for you know, a lot of do mechanical. There are other mice that do optical, but this is the only one that I've messed with. But check it out. Check out the Razer Viper. You're really gonna like it. It's $80. Black Friday's coming up. Christmas coming up. I would imagine the price is probably gonna jump down a little bit. I know a lot of people were complaining about the price. It was a little high. I just went with it. I like Razer. Every Razer product I've gotten, I've been extremely happy with. You know, this is my 2nd mouse with them. I got the mic, which I love this mic, the Siren X, and so I'm super happy with it. Super happy with the purchase. And if you got any questions, feel free to comment, like the video, subscribe, and make sure to stick around. I'd love to see you all in the Borderlands 3 stream. It's going to be an awesome game. I got it pre-ordered, and it's going to be sick, and I can't wait. All right, we'll see you next time. How many people are there?
I don't know how many people I gotta kill. I don't know.